All right, something I need to discuss with you real quick, just to get this one out of the way right from the get-go, is terms. We have a lot of terms in here. If you haven't figured that out already, depending on where you're at in the program or with cars, we have a lot of terms. There are a lot of acronyms, a lot of abbreviations. You're gonna have to get used to it. And some of you may ask, why can't they standardize them? Well, they tried a few years ago. When they introduced OBD2, it only worked to an extent. And then they introduced a lot of new technology, and every manufacturer tries to call it their own thing. Anyway, a couple of terms that we will be using a lot, and you're gonna snicker at least one of these, so we need to get that out of the way. A lot of the times when we talk about timing, now that's gonna be whether we're talking about ignition timing or mechanical engine timing, i.e. the crankshaft to the camshaft correlation. Either one of those, we're either gonna say is advanced, which means that one thing is happening before another. If we say ignition timing is advanced, we mean that we've made the spark happen sooner than it normally would. If we say the camshaft timing is advanced, we mean the camshaft is actually running slightly ahead of the crankshaft, happening sooner than it should. The other one we use, and this is an industry term, let's be really clear about that, okay? Industry term right here. It's the reason we still use it. If it weren't for that, many would consider this an offensive term. This is something different for what we use it for here. We're not talking about another technician, another person. The other term we're going to talk about in relation to ignition or camshaft timing is that it is retarded. In our case, retarded is the act or result of delaying something or the extent to which something is delayed. So if we say the ignition timing is retarded, we mean that the ignition timing is happening later than it should be. So if it were to go off at one certain place and it's 10 degrees later than that, we're going to call that timing retarded. It's usually based on top dead center and 0 degrees top dead center. If it happens before 0 top dead center, we say it's advanced. If it happens after that, we say it's retarded. The same thing happens with camshaft timing. Just like it can be advanced, it can also be retarded. The camshaft opens the valves too late. In some cases, that's a good thing. Can actually increase some low-end performance, or actually I take that back, a little high-end performance, kind of takes off the low end. And in some cases, if we go too far, we can end up with a very badly running car or one that doesn't start at all. Okay, so we can have a camshaft that's retarded, we can have ignition timing that's retarded, and we can have a camshaft or ignition timing that are advanced. These are industry words, and you're going to have to get used to us talking about them. So you're going to get a lot of terms in here. You're going to get a lot of acronyms. If I mention something a lot and you're having trouble finding it or not quite sure what I'm talking about, get a hold of me. Yell at me, say, Mr. K, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Let me know, we'll fix it. Anyway, terms, they're important in here. You might want to keep some notes on these.